Hello YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Welcome to episode 32 of the Super Duper Dreamland. Hey, Elusive Ocelot, thank you for joining me on Kick, or Twitch. How could I mess that up? No one ever joins me on Kick. I'm always all alone on Kick. Thank you for joining me on Twitch. Really appreciate you having stopped by tonight. Okay, so let's kind of talk about what we're going to be doing in this episode. We've solidified our liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen production. So we're going to be making a whole bunch of that for our upcoming rocket missions. This has no power for some reason, but that's okay. Hey, Uther, thanks for joining me tonight. How are you? How are you guys doing tonight, Uther and Elusive Ocelot? Yeah, we have quite a few things to, well, we're basically, most of the episode is going to be just waiting for these two tanks to fill up. So this one's not even at temperature yet, so I haven't started sending in any oxygen. The liquid hydrogen production has already started quite significantly, so we're doing all right in that regard. We're going to be doing some space missions with the petroleum rocket in the meantime, collecting some artifacts, maybe sending some rovers to other planets just to see what's going on those, and continuing to work on the infrastructure of the base. We have a ton of super coolant, so we made way more than I thought we would just from the small amount of graphite that we were able to harvest from the water asteroid. And yeah, actually George is making some more right now. Not bad. Nice work on the tanks. Thank you, Uther. Yeah, I've rebuilt them, so they used to look like this. And it's not as efficient, I guess, because in order to have the diamond window tile here and then the mechanized airlock with another diamond tile, there's a little bit of loss, because I guess for heat transfer purposes, but it seemed to work out okay for the oxygen. It didn't work out as well for the hydrogen. So I basically built another tank for the oxygen. Hydrogen seems to be working a lot better now. But I have had issues with the hydrogen freezing, so I suppose that might be something to keep an eye on as we move forward. But as long as I'm producing some amount of liquid, it should be okay. And I can always revert back to this tank if I find out that this doesn't work as well. But actually, this is now at temperature. It's minus 214, so we can start sending in the oxygen. And we can just tap off right from here. Plenty of oxygen available. So that's kind of what we're looking to do for this episode. Just to fill these tanks up, get them ready for hopefully the next episode for hydrogen rockets. And like I said, I'm going to be doing some rocket missions just with the petroleum rocket this episode. In particular, I want to get some of these annihilated satellite artifacts and maybe discover what these objects are. So maybe we'll redesign the capsule again and send some telescopes so we can figure out what these are. And yeah, that we can discover where the Terra is, and hopefully finish the game soon. So my timeline to finish the game was supposed to be this week, but as you can see, I haven't made any progress off stream to get these tanks full. So hopefully maybe tomorrow I can do that, just to sort of let the game run in the background while these tanks fill up, because that takes quite a lot of time. So that's basically what's holding us back the most at this point. Let's see here. We have, why is the oxygen not coming in here? Is this off? Oh, it's probably off. Yeah. So anyways, it's pretty easy to fix. We'll just pop there's no power to it either. All right. No power. Why is there no power? Oh, it's just no automation wire. Okay, whatever, that's easy enough to fix. We'll just get that queued up and then start making some liquid oxygen. And we already have this, so we're technically already partial way to filling up a rocket, but I want to have at least enough for one complete trip. So anyways, we'll build that probably this episode or next episode. 20, huh? Hopefully we can get some missions then on the next stream. And I'm planning to stream tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see exactly when. But that's kind of what the timeline is looking for right now. So okay, let's redesign the capsule. Oh, it's got an okay. We already have a telescope, and we have plenty of oxygen. We have plenty of water. Actually, we could use some more water, but that's all right. And we have plenty of oxygen in our pipes. So we're pretty much ready for a space mission. I'm just wondering why we don't have water coming up here. Oh, it's probably because let's see here. It's most likely, yeah, because this used to have water coming in it, and now I no longer have that for some reason. It's kind of weird. But anyways, not that I need a whole bunch of water for space missions. All right, so let's continue. The other thing that I wanted to do is I'm now finally extracting the refined iron from the second asteroid. It's only taken 120 hours, but let me show you the setup. So this is something I did do on off stream because it was just getting the duplicates here with the transporter takes a long time, and it's kind of annoying to just sit here and have to watch them and make sure they don't suffocate or whatever. But that's basically my strategy for getting this asteroid set up, is sending everything over with the teleporter supplier. All these materials were delivered by that, and then I'm sending hydrogen over, storing it in this tank for use in the hydrogen generator. And yeah, I would just send a duplicate over to have me build as much as I can. After the oxygen ran out in their atmosphere, I would send them back home, and I would just do that continuously for 120 cycles or so. Sorry, 120 hours. And that's basically how we got to this point. So not that I need the iron, but I figured I'd have a secondary source of it, because on my main asteroid, I do not have a source of iron, even though I have plenty of it already. So if we look at I have 60 tons, which is really good. I don't even know where I'm getting it all. I mean, I must be making it in the rock crusher. Nope, it's not queued up here. Maybe it's queued up on one of these. Nope, I have no idea where I was making it, but I have a lot of refined iron from something. Just fix my mic here. I repositioned sort of my setup, so might be a little bit off. Oh, by the way, hey, Treeman Terry. Treeman Terry says, hello, Ethan. Glad to catch the stream. Missed the last one because I forgot you were streaming earlier. We'll not be talking so much because of homework, but hope we can progress our colony today. Well, thank you so much, Treeman Terry. I hope you have a good luck with the homework, and thank you for having me out in the background while you study. That means a lot to me, so thank you so much. So no worries, I'll talk over the gameplay and talk to the chat as people come in and out. So hopefully you enjoy the stream. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a lot of progress done. I did make some effort to put up my wall panels that I was talking about in the last stream, so that's kind of what it looks like right now, just in case anyone is watching the VOD or wondering. I had to stop because I got lazy, and I'll just show you guys. There's a receptacle right here on the wall, which is kind of hard to see because of the lights, but I have to cut out one of the panels, and just got lazy and decided not to do that. But the panels look all right. I'm pretty happy with them. That's going to be the new look for the office. So let me just rearrange the webcam here. All right, and let's continue with the stream. Oh, the video coming out tonight also. The video will be on actually getting to space. So I think now that I have a functioning space infrastructure set up that I'm pretty confident with and pretty happy with. I mean, it's not the best looking space setup, but it works good enough that I think I can help new players get to space. And one of the goals, hey, Wacko. Good evening or good morning, Wacko. Thank you so much for joining me. It's evening for me, so thank you so much for joining me tonight. How are you doing? Hey, Nikolav. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Really appreciate it. I was just showing everyone the background that I've been working on. So I don't know if you guys were here just for that. So just got a little bit lazy here because I have to cut out one of the panels to put that receptacle in, but that should be easy enough to do tomorrow. For me, night 80K. Perfect. It is night for me as well. Thank you for joining me tonight. 8 p.m. for me as well, Wacko. Okay, so hope you guys had a great. What day is it today, by the way? It's Tuesday, I think. Hope you guys had a great Tuesday. Thank you for spending your evening with me. We're gonna try to get a lot of stuff done today. I was here, just not typing, still waking up. Thank you so much, Nicola, for having me on in the morning. Let's before I start talking too much and forget about this. Hey, Thork, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by tonight. Really appreciate it. Before I get distracted some more, let's go ahead and... Oh, maybe I was getting iron from meteor showers. I was just wondering where I had so much iron from, because I don't remember ever... there's a copper one coming too. I don't remember refining it for a long time, because if you guys remember, or if you were around for the early parts of the playthrough, I got most of my refined iron from smooth hatches. And then I stopped that. Here it's just past midnight. Wow. Thank you for joining me. Did you wake up late, or you're on night shift, aren't you? Someone's on night shift in my chat. I forgot who it was. Hey, Okan. Good evening, good evening. Nice to see you tonight. So maybe that's where I was getting my iron from. I don't even know. Anyways, let's go ahead and I kind of want to get to here. Let's go get this artifact. I do have an artifact module this time on the rocket. So before I sent the rocket to that and I forgot to put it on. So now I have it. I think this can only carry one, right? So I don't know, maybe it can carry more, who knows. Let's just do a quick save like I always do before rockets, just in case I send someone on their death. I haven't done that yet, but I just always get very anxious and I would prefer to save just in case I really mess up. That's kind of my strategy for... I hate repeating stuff, redoing things. I'd rather just reload a save if possible. All right, let's go ahead. Send Jean on her way. But I think I've only had to do that once in the entire playthrough. So, sleeping too much at no particular time when I'm awake. Unemployed due to bad surgery from 5 years ago. I am so sorry to hear that, Nicola. That is brutal. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, that's I mean, thank you for joining me though. I mean, I guess I can stream one at any time and I might catch you I might catch you awake. That's normal. Mess up. Yeah, I know. It's normal to mess up sometimes. I just rather would not have a duplicate with a whole bunch of skill points be oh, here we go. We got some liquid. Let's what was I doing before I got... Sorry, I'm just really grateful that you have me on, Nicola. I'm so sorry to hear that about your situation. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, this is working now. This is doing pretty good. Here we're cooling our hydrogen. It's minus 30 degrees. I was gonna cool the oxygen too, but I don't know if it's even worth it. This is looking pretty good. Maybe add another space scanner. That might be something worth doing. Although these ones are working just fine. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before. Nicholas says, life goes on, but not as it was before. Stuck at home is so annoying. But anyways, let's have fun with Ani. Absolutely. Let's have fun with Ani, Nicola. So what I was talking about before is the new video is coming out tonight. It took me multiple days to record it. And it's about getting to the space biome and oxygen not included. And the reason I felt, well, I mean, I usually don't play this far into space. I think you guys have seen my struggles already with the space stuff in particular. But I felt qualified to make a video just because I had no idea that only 5% of all Oxygen Not Included players have ever launched a rocket, and only about the same amount, 5%, have ever used the bunker doors to block meteors. And those are two relatively easy things that I think everyone who plays Ani should be able to get to at some point. And I think From what I've read on like Reddit and just doing some research on maybe why that would be, is because space seems to be very intimidating for a lot of people. It's not so much the fact that, I mean, it is the learning curve that comes with going into space, but also the fact that it's so easy for your duplicants to let's say, perish in ways that you don't intend. So I hope that the upcoming series of videos about space will allow people who watch my content who haven't got the space to get there, and just kind of go over how easy it is to actually get here and to set up very basic infrastructure. So that's kind of the intention of the videos. Should be out sometime tonight. Wacko says, I haven't followed all playthroughs, so question, all those asteroids you have gone or just discovered and fly nice? Yes, that's it, Wacko. So all these asteroids, I've only briefly gone to... Oh. Can this one leave? Inspect? I haven't gone to all of them. So if you look at this one, for example, I haven't landed anything. I have not landed anything here. I have not landed anything here. This one's going to be fun. I have, in fact, landed on the water asteroid because I needed the graphite. And of course, this one I used the teleporter for. So, yeah, they were all just discovered via the telescope. I have not... I want to send a couple of robots on some of these missions. Now, this guy should have the artifact. Perfect. Let's go ahead and send Gene to the next destination. What's at the sandy ore? What's at the sandy ore shield? Okay, algae I could use, I suppose. There's an artifact there as well. Just trying to see what's a cool destination where I could probably get some stuff. Maybe we'll just do... Yeah, maybe we'll do some harvesting from here, and then we'll spend another... send another rocket mission up to do something else. This is something that I have to fix. Right now, I'm just digging it out, but kind of annoying. So yeah, again, so I hope that the videos encourage more people, especially with the new update coming out. Maybe there's going to be a lot of people coming back to the game. And I hope that we can get more people in the player base to get to the end game. At least launch a rocket, because rockets in general are pretty cool. It is very hectic in order to try to settle other planets. And that part is, well, even I find that to be incredibly stressful. But I mean, as far as, sorry, let me just take a drink. As far as getting to here and setting this up, I hope that I encourage more people to do that through the video. So, and then I think the next video that I'll do will maybe be on rockets, but I have to do a lot more playing around with them to understand what I'm talking about before I do that. So I might do a video in between, and then we'll do a rocket one. Another thing that I was working on is getting this set up here. Can't turn that make that bend. And then also start digging. Oh, I need to start sending this water here as well, because I think I told you guys this. I'm sorting all of my water that's all around my base. And I want to make sure that I don't have any pumps running dry, because that would be a waste of time. Like, this pump here is not sucking up very much at all. So this is almost done. Could probably open this up. I so want to beat the base game before I start Spaced Out. I totally hear you, Elusive Ocelot. I mean, thankfully the base game, I think, is a little bit less time consuming. It's kind of the same in the terms of, like, I don't think you need to know anything special to beat Spaced Out versus the base game. It's just way more time consuming. So I hope that you can get there before, well, I guess I was going to say before the update, but the update's coming up pretty quick, isn't it? Excuse me. Okay, so I think I can... Oh, no, I can't open this up because I won't be able to... I have to put a thing here, a junction here. I didn't really build this the best way. I would ideally like to have this water just drain out. It's nice that my warts don't irritate my dupes. How many warts do you have? Why can't they get here? I must have deleted... Oh, because... Yeah, because of this. Right. I was wondering, like, why they should be able to just get on there, but they're not doing it. I need to have that free. I'll take the flocks. I don't want the... I really don't want the Rex right now. All right, perfect. Because I need to have this obviously working to land the rocket again. And then I guess we'll do a return trip when she's almost done. Let's take a look at oxygen levels are pretty good. And water levels are pretty good. And they have lots of food here, so she should be all right for a bit. My only problem is that she won't be getting any telescoping done here. So this will probably be one of my only stops at the Sandy Shore field. By the way, if my game happens to crash tonight, it's been crashing a lot recently. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, if you've been playing a lot lately. I'm gonna ban this Twitch chatter here that's spamming this bot. Just like so. All right, we're back. Yeah, so I get my only regret of sending her here is that she won't do any telescoping work, and I really want to find some more. I really want to unlock this cluster. That kind of looks cool. It's also an easy cluster to unlock because I can pretty much send her. I can probably send. Well, I could send her to here. Still can't unlock anything. I have to send her probably here, and then maybe unlock it from there. Anyways, in the meantime, I can keep digging and keep going on this. So I actually want to open this area up because I want to get rid of this massive block of ice that I'm no longer using. So just something to do for my duplicates. In the meantime, I still have lots of diamonds as well, so I don't have to worry about the diamond production for a while. And then we'll also continue this, I think. Just kind of continue digging everything out. There we go. All right. I don't know if this is even, if they can even get here. Just want to keep these guys busy while we wait for the space missions to return. I guess I could build another rocket and send another pilot. Maybe we'll do that here. This thing can go... I should put this in the middle because they can get both, I think. So let's see if I put that here. It has to be connected, so right where this is, I have to put the rocket platform. And then we'll sort of build the same style of rocket as I just built. This I can open up too. I've been meaning to do something about this, but it's just been very hot. It's gotten a little bit cooler, probably a little bit more acceptable for my duplicates to start working here. Particularly in this area. I don't know what I want to put in here yet, but I mean, since I built the Great Monument, I might as well make use of it because it's given me a ton of decor bonus for a very long reach. So it'll be something cool to make use of. There's a whole bunch of parts of my base, like here, where I'm just not really doing anything with it. So anyways, I wanted to get rid of this water, so go ahead and do that. And we'll deconstruct here, put a transit access tube crossing here, and then just build it flat. And then we can... Oh, they almost got themselves stuck again. Did you see that? It's crazy. I wonder if this will sort of fix itself. Oh, look, there they go. Why would you start building from down there? Please. Please, before you guys get stuck. That the core goes through glass? I believe so. Oh, that's another thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a museum. I think Kevin Brown has been suggesting the museum for probably 60 hours ago. And I have the modifications to do that, I think. Yeah, it should be a art museum, space museum. That would be really cool. So I think we'll do that this stream as well. This is door. Oh, now's the perfect time to come in here and figure this out. Let's go ahead and it's 35 cycles. It's already completed the analyzing. Let's go ahead and rebuild all this. Hey, Ethan, I'm not home right now, but I'll be checking in when I get there. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for letting me know, and I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a great day, and no worries at all. Thank you so much for your support, as always. My hair's just not staying up today. Yeah, so this is going to be a lot of the little... you know, trying to optimize, trying to make things look neat, just kind of working on the base in general while we wait for rocket missions to complete. That's sort of the idea here. And of course, we'll... we got to check on the rocket, actually. How's it doing? Let's go take a look. Okay, 9 tons of cargo capacity remaining, so we have lots of time left before the mission's over. I want to copy the rocket, so I'm going to wait for it to come back, actually. And then we can continue digging here. I don't really need a nectar anymore now that I have supercoolant. So we basically went through the entire game not using any of the nectar, when we probably could have. Yeah, the nature reserve too, that would be a good one. I just don't know if I could put it in a high traffic area within my base. I'd probably have to put it on the outside. I'll have to think about where everything can go to make it look good. Actually, I've always wanted to change this. This has not been something that I like, with this little gap here that they have to jump over. But maybe I'll do that as well. A lot of little things to work on. But yeah, the art museum is something that I've been meaning to do for a while. So let's go ahead and finish this. So I keep getting distracted. Just open this up, let the water flow. And then we'll go ahead and build an art museum and maybe a nature reserve somewhere. See how that works out. Now, I realize I'm not going to get all of the water because of this little tile here, but it is what it is. We'll deal with that. Let's get all this mined out as well. Please don't get stuck, guys. Stop getting stuck. Every time I send them somewhere. Yeah, I build my base with 5 tile wide columns so I could build a nature reserve instead of a regular 3. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I think that is the nature reserve, does the bonus last for the whole cycle? Because I used to always build my I didn't do it for this playthrough, but normally what I would do is build my bedrooms in a location next to natural tiles that spawn, so I don't have to use my pips. Because actually, you don't get pips until you travel to another asteroid anyways, or unless you get them from the printing pod. So what I would do is I would build, find a spawn location where I have natural tiles with a crop on them, so I could build a nature reserve there. Then I would build my bedrooms around that area, and that would sort of dictate how my base turns out. Because I would have my duplicants come into their bedrooms, go to bed, and then they could only leave in one direction, so they would be forced to go through the nature reserve. That's how I used to play. But then I started to realize that the nature reserve buff doesn't seem to last for a very long time. So I don't know if that was because they're supposed to spend time where I don't spend time in there. I don't know if that was a glitch, or I don't know if the nature reserve buff only lasts for a specific period of time. So that was kind of my dilemma and why I stopped doing that. Yeah, I mean, waiting for pistons isn't too bad. It's pretty easy to get them. Especially if you go to the second asteroid. The second asteroid that you can teleport to, if you have the teleporter enabled, you can usually get the pips right away. So it's fairly easy to get them. It's just, I just stopped doing it because it also... oh, someone got themselves stuck. Didn't I just say? Like, how did you get on here, but you can't get off? Okay, I don't know. False alarm, I guess. We can also keep digging here. Now here, I don't care if they get themselves stuck, because at least here I can just force them. Yes, there we go. Please, actually, please jump down. This time, get yourself stuck, so you can just dig all this out for me. That is what I would like this time. The one time I want you guys to get stuck. Please get stuck. Okay, this guy's stuck for sure. Laborer Frankie. After the 24th cycle, the game on random can give you pips. I didn't know there was like, oh, got themselves in the wrong spot. Okay, Donnie. Digging Donnie. All right, well, there you go. This guy's stuck, but he should be easy. I didn't know there was a time frame that you needed to wait for. I thought you could get it at pretty much any time. That's interesting. So many little mechanics that you basically never know about. The game doesn't really tell you. Let's bring this one back. We have lots of oxygen left. Nature reserves have a time limit. That's why you made it better so your duplicates pass through every cycle. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of what I was experiencing when I was talking about that stuff. Oh, let's go back here. This is my asteroid, right? I have so many available now that just want to make sure I I clicked the right one. I don't need the muck root. Take something else. We can also... Oh, these guys are angry, so I gotta get this out of here so I can start digging here. Unreachable food. Frankie. Well, you know, Frankie, you didn't have to jump on the ladder. You could have literally kept digging and it wouldn't have been an issue. I guess Frankie really has to go. Okay, so yeah, we'll dig all this out. I need to bring power here. Maybe... Oh, no, not gonna do that. Give me my thing like that. Let's see where I have power. I don't have a power spine here, so I probably should bring one. This is all conductive wire. So it's easy enough to build this to wherever I need to go. I have plenty of lead. Can't go over that. I could probably use some power here as well. I do it so they pass through when going to the bathroom or dinner. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Then you don't have to build your entire bedroom system around it. One time I made it so they go out of bed and pass it. That's usually what I used to do, Wacko. And it worked okay for me. I didn't really have any problems with it. I just decided that this time I wasn't going to do it for some reason. But yep, perfectly fine to do it that way. There's nothing here that I'm trying to preserve, right? Yeah, basically we're just gonna keep digging here. Hopefully not get stuck. Do something like that. Do something like that. Doesn't when you hover show how long the buff lasts? Ah, that's a good point. I didn't even bother to check. Let's see. So it tells you what the buffs are currently. See the properties maybe? Well, maybe it doesn't tell you how long they last. Not sure. Yeah, I don't see really quickly where it would show that. I feel like it should be over the morale tooltip. That doesn't seem to be the case, but status. So it says like it's not breaking it down as much as I had hoped. Low oxygen, that's interesting. Maybe it must be in the Atmos suit. I just feel like I remember reading that somewhere, and I don't know if that's true or not. That's all. It could very well be. Maybe it's a old update or whatever. Whatever the case might be. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this. I'm gonna drain all this water. We'll Google it. Thanks, Nikolov. Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out. It would be interesting, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and build. Not that I need this steam anymore. But we may as well take advantage of the fact that we have it. So, just like we're doing here, we have 2 gas pumps vacuuming out the steam and just sending it into our main chamber. Hey, William, nice background. Is that real plants or fake plants? It's fake plants, William. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not quite done the wall yet, so I'll blow it up. I showed the stream earlier, but just in case you've just joined or that just you weren't around for the beginning, I stopped at this wall panel because there's a receptacle here that I have to cut out, and I was just lazy to do it, so I didn't do it today. But I will get that done. Oh, the game's gone. But I will get that done and have it done for the next stream. Thank you for coming by, William. So Nikolaev says the nature reserve buffs last for 0.4 cycles. To keep the bonus effective, build the reserve in a high traffic area such as a hallway so dupes pass through it multiple times. Yeah, that's almost what I thought. I thought it lasted longer than that, but I remember reading that it didn't last for forever. So it's still not too big of a deal to make it work. I mean, I would think it's fairly easy to get that to work regardless. Like you said, just build it in the high traffic area. Like you could have it and you could also have more than one, right? And it doesn't take up a lot of space. I think it's like 24 blocks that it takes up. Where is it? Nature reserve is 32. Okay, so it's 32. Not that big. So you could actually have it in way more locations, especially if your base is a lot bigger than mine. Like this base is basically as small as you would want your base. It's really designed to be, not too... Oh, I see you visited the lava asteroid. Yeah, we got the lava asteroid unlocked. I think you were here for that, maybe. I haven't landed on it yet, but we have found it at some point. Building it vertically, yes, exactly. That was a good one. Having it near essential areas like the bathroom or showers, yep, and you can have more than one, right? So if you had a much bigger base than mine, it would be very easy to have multiple shafts where your duplicants go up and down. Like you could have one here, you could have one here, and you can make your base very horizontally long and like a long rectangle, and then you could put it in way more locations because you would have way more high traffic areas. I think there's a mod actually that shows you the high traffic areas where your duplicants are running. I don't find it to be very useful because I don't really care. But I'm sure if you're trying to make the most efficient base possible, that'd be kind of interesting to figure out. So we got algae, metal ore, sandstone, and sand. So not bad. Let's take a look at... Let's send our duplicates over here this time. Can we make it all the way there with the... Let's do some telescope missions all the way out here. I think they can come back if we go that far. Why is there someone in it again? Oh, Jean's okay. Jean's, this is like her permanent home now kind of thing. Anyways, we have... Just doing our quick checks. We'll wait till the oxygen fills up, and then we'll send Jean on another mission. Hey, Grizz. Is that how you pronounce that? GRZ, Grizz? 349. Will you do the larger on the inside cockpit trick? You know, people have brought that up in the past for me. William has mentioned that a few times. I think every single stream, he says, hey, are you going to melt the rocket? And I still haven't got to melting the rocket. I will do it. I won't do it to beat the game because I want the game to be beat for people who don't want to use that exploit. So I want to kind of... I mean, I know I'm using exploits as it is with like infinite storage and whatnot, but I'm going to try to beat the whole game without doing that, and then we'll try it. I have not done it before, and I also don't really know what it entails. I just sort of watched a quick video on it and read up on it very quickly. So it's something that I have to learn about, and I do want to do it for just to say that I've done it. And thank you for coming by to the stream. Grizz, is that how you say your name? Grizz? Yeah, so right now we're just, well, we're going to build we're going to build a second petroleum rocket because we have a ton of petroleum. So let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll build this exact same spacefaring module. Why don't we have any cobalt? That's kind of weird. Oh, because we don't have access to it. We lost access because of where it is right now. So spacefaring module. Then 2 petroleum engines. Or sorry, 2 liquid thingamabobs. Now let's go up this way because I think I can relocate this to here. And if I just go up this way, it'll be way better. Everyone will be happy and it will be good. So this, yeah, that's probably okay. Why petroleum when you have hydrogen? I don't have enough yet. Well, I mean, I guess I do have all this. I guess I could build hydrogen. Yeah, I suppose I could use hydrogen right away, couldn't I? What was I doing down here? Oh yeah, I was doing this. I want to get this done before it starts putting steam all over my base. So not that like I said, not that I need this steam, but I think because I already have, you know, why not harvest it since we have it available? Let's go ahead and build. I should have built that on that side. And this can be swept up. Oh, that has nowhere to go. But just put it right here then. And then we'll build we'll take this down. They might get stuck here. No, they should be okay. They can jump off the ladder that way. Oh yeah, and then the reason why we don't have cobalt is because we've restricted our access to here. So we're just kind of waiting for all this water to flow, and I guess now this water as well is coming down. So after all that happens, we can turn the water back on. And then this ladder's in the wrong spot again. So Grizz says, the inside of the cockpit is technically on a separate map. If you run super hot metals over the tiles, you can melt them and access the entirety of the map. Wow, congrats, guys. Congrats. They always, like, how did two of them end up here? Now they can't even save themselves because there's no materials for them to grab. I guess I could destroy that, but here they come. Hopefully they... Okay. They sort of teleported on top. Sorry, explain the cockpit. No worries, Grizz. I certainly appreciate you doing that. I don't know the cockpit trick off by hand, so off the top of my head. So please feel free to explain if you like. I guess we'll destroy this while we're here. And then redo this. That way we can get our duplicates to move this ladder over again, which I've already messed up a couple times. Put some power in here. I guess we'll use lead because I've lost the access to the cobalt for the meantime. And I always forget my plumbing. Let's not forget the plumbing this time. Now, the only thing that I'm sort of wary about is, do I have... Like, here I used igneous rock. And it didn't really matter because it's already going through... It's not a very long distance. So I'm just wondering if I use igneous rock from down here, if it can make it all the way up here. I would prefer not to have to condense it locally and just send it into the steam, into the existing steam room. But maybe that's not even something I'm going to worry about. I'll just vacuum this area out for now and then deal with it later. Everything is connected. We're all good. Oh, I should put ammo sensors in there. Not that I really need to make this area, but since we have a little bit of downtime. Just wondering, do you have liquid hydrogen for rocket? The storage looks low. Yeah, it is low. We just started working on it last stream, Grizz, so we're not quite there yet. We have a little bit more now. Like this started at barely 1 tile high at the start of the stream. So we've made a lot of progress in that regard. We have our old storage for liquid oxygen here, and I just made a lot bigger. Oh, actually, I'm freezing it now, so it's probably not ideal. Probably a little bit too cold. Let's go ahead and turn that to 210 maybe. What is it again? I think 218. Okay, so if I'm at 210. Oh, we discovered. What did we discover? New entry log. Oh, 1500. Okay, yeah. I wonder if my cycle 1500. I wonder if my rats ever made it into the asteroid. I hope they're eating well. Yeah, if I do, I have plenty of flexibility. I don't have to go 210. Let's go 205. Kind of warm this up a bit. Yeah, there's so many cool game mechanics that it's almost like when you think you've learned the game, there's always someone that can teach you something else. That's what I love about this game. The community is so great and helping each other out. And it's also such a deep game. Like, and what I love about it is that you don't have to use those techniques to beat the game. It just enhances the experience. Like the same way with, I wasn't always fond of using infinite storage systems like this, but it definitely enhances the experience instead of having massive containers of like very hot water or whatever. It just makes it makes the storage look better, and you know it's all good stuff. So it's one of my favorite parts about this game. Just never-ending learning. There's always something new to learn. Seed duplication, lava melting, Escher lava waterfall. Oh my goodness. Escher lava waterfall. That's something I should try. What do you think, William? Can we do the lava waterfall on this asteroid? That's endgame right there. That's some endgame stuff. Oh, I've been putting my ice here. Yeah, I forgot all about that. So yeah, that's kind of my. It's always been my goal for the channel to try to help as many people out as I could to get to the end, because so many people don't get to the end in the game, and I like to show people the easiest way to get there. And the playthrough is all about doing that. Like, so I don't want to use rocket melting to get to the end. I would rather show that it's totally possible to do it without, and then we'll do rocket melting maybe on the prehistoric asteroid or after we beat the game. And of course, by beat the game, I always should say that I'm talking about completing all the objectives in the printing pod. I don't need any more puffs, I don't think. Like that. You can always try lava melting on the asteroid. You just need a radiant pipe with coolant and nuclear waste. Well, we certainly have a little bit of nuclear waste. I'm sure we could make more. I don't know where it went. I have no idea where I put it. Oh, I think I had... I don't even remember, actually, what I had. Base blocked above rocket. Oh, because of these things. I forgot all about these. So, I guess I have to deconstruct. Well, I can deconstruct this. And then they can come up here and do it. I have to deconstruct this. Deconstruct that. Didn't even know I had all these ladders just right in the way. Oh, I was supposed to send another rocket mission. Let's see. Okay, we have full. Everything is good. We got berry sludge. We're pretty much all good again for a second rocket mission. And this one we're going to send to here. So we basically have 2 tiles free to do this, which is really nice. And yeah, I guess we will need hydrogen to go beyond this. So we can at least discover what those are. I want to discover this triple cluster. That'd be pretty cool. And then we'll do a return trip. Actually, could I maybe go on that side? And let's see, change to here. Okay, and let's go. No, I'm gonna save again. I'm not gonna risk it. I always get anxious when I launch a rocket. I can just feel myself messing something up if I don't save, and then I lose Gene forever. Or having a duplicate here working while I launch the rocket and just obliterating them or something. Now, I think I messed up because, yeah, this is not reachable. Okay, so we'll put that there. Maybe we'll just put all these here, and then it's easier to delete it. And then we'll just delete those ones from the opposite side. Delete here. Delete here. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. I mean, I think we might as well make use of all the petroleum that we can, right? Before we start using the hydrogen for the longer duration rockets. I don't know. Does that kind of make sense? One non-exploit I think people miss is to put a bridge in liquid loops, fill the loop, then replace the normal bridge with a normal pipe. Easy way to fix loops so they don't get overfilled. No, I don't do that either. That's interesting. Is that anyway similar to like the sorting mechanism, the liquid sorting mechanism, that like where you have multiple bridges working together and they're able to sort liquids and gases without any sort of power? Kevin Brown showed me that off stream. It's actually pretty interesting. It's another technique that I would like to use on another playthrough, because I think it would be very beneficial if we can get that working consistently. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I guess I could now go ahead and mop everything. I certainly don't think that I need this here. It's just interesting. It's been on a mop errand for so long now. I should just destroy this. There's literally no reason for it. Just got here. I heard my name. Good evening. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining tonight. I was just explaining to Grizz that you showed me the technique off stream to separate liquids with the two liquid pipes, so you don't have to use any power for your separation methods. And I was just saying how I would like to use that in the next playthrough, but I'm not going to be using it in this one. What happened to the fish killing zone? I thought you were to leave it and the crab did the killing. Yeah, I didn't. It required more setup than I was willing to insert. So there was more that I had to do to make it work, and it just became redundant after a certain point. I wanted to make this instead. I think this is a lot better use of my, because I'd have to farm the poke shells. And I didn't want to do that. I thought, I don't need any more lime. That was one of the main reasons I wanted to do that, because then I would have even more lime than I do now. But I have 3 metal refineries running, I don't know, at around 50% efficiency, I would say. They're not... What's the uptime on these things? It's not incredibly efficient, but even with these 3 running at 50% per cycle, I still have way more than enough... what's it called? Why is my brain blanking out here? Steel. This cycle. Okay, so it's actually even worse. It's actually only 8% on here. 0%. That doesn't seem right. What am I missing? Am I out of something? So lime, I have 7 tons. Refined carbon. No, I have everything. It's just my duplicates are probably busy. That's probably what it is. I mean, not that, like I said, not that I need the steel. I have 23 tons. So, I mean, it's like a moot point at that to have poke shell. And I wanted to also increase the game efficiency, and having more critters run around than I want is kind of annoying. So, sorry, Grizz says, no, it's just a way to make a working loop, then you add 1 pipe length so the loop doesn't jam. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. It's like... It's sort of like the diversion for the aqua tuner, but different. Oh, by the way, let's take a look. Okay, we're still freezing the oxygen, but no longer freezing the hydrogens. That's good. Wait, does the sunning chair with 2 regular lights? Yes, it does. So this actually just needs... so if you have bright light, it's a +8 morale boost, and I'm able to get well lit with just 2. So at least it's not dim. So it's kind of in between. I mean, my goal is to put the mercury light in here at some point, and we have access to mercury once we start harvesting this asteroid. So we'll put a mercury light. That'll be kind of funny. Oh, this is just not wasting power, but it's okay. We have lots of power. Keep digging over here. And I guess we finally got rid of this. Base is looking a little bit more refined now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that still has to be tidied up. A lot of chlorine gas everywhere. At some point, I'm going to separate the gases as well, just like I've done here. Actually, I could probably start building that soon. Maybe I'll build it off stream because I think that's kind of boring to watch. I don't know. I use a sun lamp because I had no mercury after I got my reactor set up. I don't know. I guess what I'm doing here isn't any better than too much water there. Than building gas separation. I don't want too much gas separation because I don't want everything to start overheating. I rely on a lot of the ambient gases around here to keep everything cool. I don't want an entire vacuum. But it would be nice to have just oxygen everywhere. How much clay do we have, by the way? Because maybe we can throw down some deodorizers. Okay, we have no clay, so actually deodorizers might be a good idea. Let's build a couple deodorizer stacks. Maybe one here. This is probably too close. I don't need to build one way over here. Let's build one sort of over here. Probably don't even need all that. Maybe just do something like this. And then just put a couple deodorizers on it. Nope. Missed that one. And then we have plenty of lead, so room right across. Basically, you just disconnect one pipe before the loop, then jump it over with bridge. Once the loop is filled, if the loop gets full, you can reconnect. That's kind of what I did here, actually, Grizz. So this entire, you can see where I've done that same technique kind of everywhere. Initially, I used to have the aqua tuner, the water from the supercoolant leaving the aqua tuner and the steam turbine room onto these diamond window tiles. But when I disconnected this part of the loop and reintegrated it with this new part of the loop, I had a bunch of extra supercoolant everywhere. So this was a diversion loop. So it's a little bit a messy version of what you're talking about. But yeah, there's a lot of places where I have to get rid of this extra supercoolant. I mean, in fact, I should probably just take this off. I certainly don't need any more supercoolant here. And it's something that I think I can probably deal with it over time. Not super worried about it at the moment, but something that would be good to fix just to make the base look a little bit more tidy. Now this is kind of in the wrong spot. I kind of want to demolish this. I have more that I can use. So let's take a look at where Jean is. Jean has 1.5 cycles remaining till she's close to the cluster, and then she can start observing stuff. Ooh, look at this. Cool. It's our second rocket. Hopefully she is... Yeah, put that on 8. It just saves having to monitor filling. Yeah, I always forget. I always forget doing that, Grizz. I use custom reservoirs and always just have a regular or a small reservoir in the loop. That's also a great point. I think you told me that early on, and I just have never integrated it into my playthrough. But certainly would work. Certainly would work a lot better than me forgetting every single time. Let's go ahead and build 2 small oxidizer tanks. And then a battery. Oh, ceiling collapse on Dig and Donnie. No matter. Keep going. Oh, where's my battery, by the way? My battery is here, so maybe I want to cancel and put a battery here instead, just to kind of match the other rocket for now. And then eventually they'll both be rebuilt anyways. So it doesn't really matter. Where is the battery? There it is. And then we'll build the small oxidizer. They can't reach it, so no problem. And then bring the battery over. Now I probably have to... How hot is the temperature here? I don't know if this is going to melt if I just run it straight through. I don't think it should. Oh, I can just bring it from here. I mean, what am I making this out of anyway? It's cobalt. So yeah, cobalt has been working fine this whole time. So I'll continue to use it. Oh, in order to do that, I have to... I just saw a post from someone from 2019. They went with a nature reserve. Their Atmos suits are 4 pincher pepper plants. Solid oxidizer, you have overflow liquid oxygen tank with you. Yeah, I do. I should. Yeah, I suppose I could use that. But this rocket is also petroleum. Actually, at some point, I can probably stop producing oxalite. So we have all this petroleum just waiting to be used up. Infinite amounts, basically. Okay, so this is now vacuumed out entirely. I'm going to shut this off so I don't start putting steam everywhere once this stops. Once this starts working again. And I think I might just keep... Oh, there's chlorine in here. Oh, because the... Okay. I know what I did. I know what I did. These are set to that setting. There we go. We'll do a full vacuum out. We'll do a full vacuum, and then I got to open this up again so my duplicants can get the things that I need that I can't remember the name of. Cobalts. I need my cobalts. I mean, this is not ideal, but at least they can get the cobalt now. Not that this was working anyway. It was cut off already. Custom reservoirs is a mod by itself, but it also integrated into Ronivan's legacy, sort of neat but sad story. Ronivan died. Sergeant Imels is maintaining his mods and combined into one. You have turned off more drastic mods to not change the gameplay crazily. Yeah, I'm not too big on the modding community. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I'm not too familiar with the modding community, so I'm not sure who those two are, but I assume that they're very well known within the community for Ani. So it's nice that someone has carried on their legacy to continue working on the mods. Just use hydrogen already. You don't need two fuels. All right, fine. We'll go to hydrogen. Remove the large liquid fuel, the oxidizer. Oh, that means I got to change the engine, obviously. I'm wondering how hydrogen's going to impact this setup that I'm currently using. Like, is hydrogen going to melt at 1500 degrees, or melt my tiles at 1500 degrees? Because I really like the look of the blue. I don't want to have to replace that. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue using the cobalt here, and we'll see what happens. We'll do a little bit of an experiment, I suppose. So below this one, I need a hydrogen engine. I really wish this was alphabetical. I use blueprints from Imels. Okay, interesting. Oh, I made a new blueprint today. They're for testing for my the video that I created. So I actually used it today. It was very helpful. It was really good to use, Kevin, and whoever else suggested. I know other people have suggested it as well. I know it's a very popular mod, but so I haven't used it at all basically since I installed it. But today, when I was making a video, I really messed up on the video, and I didn't want to have to rebuild the entire thing that I did. So I just copied everything with the blueprints mod, and was able to relocate basically my entire base that I created. And I continued filming. So so it was extremely helpful. So now I see the potential in the blueprint now, especially for video creation. I just have to remember to integrate it more onto my regular playthroughs, you know? I keep forgetting to do that. So we have a battery. Now we need oxidizer. Large liquid tank, liquid oxidizer tank. I guess that I have to use the liquid oxidizer. Stores liquid oxidizer. Perfect. I mean, I have to play around with it more, but yeah, it was a great time. Highly recommend Blueprints Expanded. My dupes are less stressed now that I have more decor. Hey, Lazy Eyes, that's great to hear. That is very great to hear. Let me just sit up because I'm gonna kill my back. To copy a storage and pipe building with settings intact, you can use a snapshot. It was great today. Like it saved me from basically having to rework an entire base for like an hour. So very happy about that. I will integrate it more once I think when I start a new playthrough, it'll be a lot more useful because I'll be able to snap things like this, the Aqua Tuner steam turbine setup, and I don't know, just a whole like this would be a nice one to do because I like doing this one. Is there a video on gas filter and the automated gas filter? So I don't have a specific video on that, Lazy Eyes, but I do talk about it a lot in a number of different videos that I have done. If you would like a quick TLDR on how they work right now, I can certainly do that for you. It's super easy. Let's go ahead and do that for Lazy Eyes, maybe. Are you cooling the water by letting it get in contact with the cobalt? Yes. Well, actually, if you're talking about this, I'm basically just heating up the steam in here by letting it get contact with the cobalt. So yeah, I talk about that quite a bit, Lazy Eyes, but I can give you a super quick TLDR. Let me just do a save here. And I guess this is kind of fun for people who are watching the VOD who probably don't know the technique as well, because it's not something that it's something that you'd have to make a short on, because a video is just it wouldn't fit into a video. Oh, setting. All right. So really quick, I'll get to the comment in a sec. Here's what I think Lazy Eyes was talking about. So the gas filter versus automated gas filter. If this is not what you're talking about, by the way, just stop me because I might have this wrong. So you're talking about using this guy in lieu of something like this. I'm on your 8th stream of this playthrough. So I think this is what you're talking about with regards to the automated gas filter and the gas filter, where you're using the gas shutoff. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can give you a quick TLDR. So let me know exactly what you'd like to know, but basically this is how it works. I use this quite a bit. So it works the same for liquids, by the way. So if you want to use a liquid variation, I should put on instant build. Where is sandbox mode? All right, so let's go like this. Boom. We'll do so. Basically, what Lazy Eyes is wondering. Just a quick explanation on how these both work, or I guess the positives and negatives from both of them, and I can do that super quickly here. Let's get some oxygen flowing through these pipes, and we'll get some oxygen flowing through here. And then we'll just cut it off so there's no oxygen heading up there. Okay, so basically, go like this, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this is how they work, super duper easy. If you have, let's look for oxygen. My typing is off for some reason. Breathable gas. Okay, so the way these work, I don't have power here. Oh. Okay, so we're taking in oxygen and we're filtering for oxygen in both of these scenarios. So in the first scenario, This is the automated version, and the benefits of the automated version is that it only takes 10 watts of power, and it's only 10 watts of power when it's on. So if you're sorting if you'd like to save even more power, sort for the opposite of what you're mainly sending through this system. So the way this works is you're sending oxygen or whatever type of gas you want through a pipe. It can be used for liquids and conveyor rails, by the way, so it's not limited to gases. And you have a sensor right before the shutoff. If you're looking for oxygen, you connect that to the gas shutoff, and all the oxygen will pass through the gas shutoff, and no problem. Everything will continue to work just fine. Now, if you are sorting for oxygen and you are mainly sending oxygen through the pipe, so like let's say you have one packet of polluted oxygen coming through every 20 packets, you would inverse this and have your oxygen sorted here, because then you're saving even more power. So that's kind of the benefit of using this technique. Now, the downside to this technique is not a foolproof system, because if your initial gas, or if one or the other gets backed up, like let's say whatever storage you're putting the oxygen into here gets backed up, the oxygen will get diverted off to the secondary storage, regardless of whether this sensor is green or red. So it's a very finicky system. You have to keep an eye on it in that regard. So that's the positives and negatives of this. This one, on the other hand, so the gas filter does not have that same problem. The gas filter will always work no matter what. If the primary sorting mechanism that you're trying to do gets backed up, it just won't work anymore. So it'll completely shut down, which is a lot safer to build in critical situations, like if you have a storage where you absolutely do not want to go back in. And obviously the downside to this method is that it takes 120 watts, and that's regardless of whether you're sorting for oxygen or the secondary gas that you're sending through here. So regardless of, if you're sending a single packet through here, you're paying 120 watts of power. If you're sending a single packet through here and it's being diverted, it's not costing you anything, and it's still sorting. So that's the main positives and benefits of that. And that works with liquids and gases as well. So that was, maybe I can make that into a short. That was pretty much the gist of it. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you get it, Lazy Eyes. Now, Kevin has an even more elaborate system that doesn't require power at all. And it's something cool that maybe I'll touch on at some point in a video, because I think it's a really cool technique to sort with, what's it called? With the gas, with liquid pipes connected to liquid bridges. And from what I understand, the way it works is you have a very small amount of gas already occupying your piping, and if you're sending in other types of gases, it's not able to take the place of the gas that's existing in your already pre-existing loop, so it gets diverted elsewhere. And I have actually on my sandbox Asteroid, I have a working one. It's the one that Kevin showed me earlier. So I probably could load it up and show you, but I wouldn't be able to be as elaborate as he was in explaining it to me, because I simply only know how his exact setup works and not how other setups work. If that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to help, and I will definitely make a short on that. So anyways, Grizz says, are you cooling the water by letting it get in contact with the cobalt? So I already answered that. The area you opened up to access the metal earlier. Yeah, so I think you were talking about this, Grizz, right? Is that what it was? Sorry, I kind of got distracted there. I do that a lot. I get distracted quite a bit, so please don't ever feel like I'm ignoring you. Just ask again if you wanted the clarification. No worries, Lazy Eyes. I am happy to help. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So, do you plan on getting the GMO achievement? The GMO. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. GMO, let's see. Oh, by the way, Torn Omer, thank you for following me on Twitch. That was 20 minutes ago. It's still broken. I'm switching to a new platform, a new notification platform soon after the current my current subscription runs out. So hopefully everything will start. GMO achievement Ani. See what that is really quick. Oh, okay, the mutation, not on this playthrough. Oh, okay, sorry. There's no power packet exclusion filter has 100% reliable filter output, but if it is backed up, it can pass through the main line. No, it was where you tamed the volcano. I think lower in the base. Lower in the base. So just let me know which one, Grizz. I have the aluminum volcano here. The cobalt volcano. Oh, is that the one? The cobalt volcano? Let's see what your question was with regards to that. Are you cooling the water by letting it... Oh, okay. So was that here that you were talking about? I don't intend to cool this water. This just came in inadvertently when I opened up this stream. This shaft used to be it used to help separate the water on this side and this side. So this is I'm actually just filtering and sending all these liquids into storage areas. So this is something that happened inadvertently. I use it with this in mind, so it's not a downside for me. Yeah, and you know what? That's probably the best way. It's kind of like it's the exact same mindset that you would want with the sorting with the liquid shutoff or the gas shutoff, where if you know that it's susceptible to getting backed up, then you obviously would not use the shutoff. And actually, Lazy Eyes, this is a great example of where you would not want to use the shutoff. So over here, I have a liquid filter, 3 liquid filters that's sorting my entire the water that's being pumped up from the bottom of my asteroid. So everything here, I'm trying to filter out and put into its own specific storage location. And since the storage locations are infinite storage mechanisms, I absolutely do not want to open any of these up, because that would be a huge disaster for the colony. So here I am using the liquid filter because these pipes are susceptible to getting backed up, in particular the water pipe, because the water pipe is also extracting water from my cool steam vent and the water geyser. So it's prioritizing those vents instead of the filter. So it has happened in the past where this water stops moving entirely, and if this was the liquid shutoff with the element sensor, this water would just bypass it and start heading into something else that I would definitely not want to have happen. Lone Ball, thank you for joining tonight. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. The water is in contact with the cooling bar. Yes, it is. I will get rid of the water eventually, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. It's already quite cold water, so it's not really affecting it. The main purpose of this is just so the cobalt is cool, so I can use it to build inside the base, but it's all right. Not too concerned about that. Not too worried at this point, anyway. I wish you could make this turn. That'd be a nice turn to make, but you can't. So I'm just gonna wait until this water has completely drained, and then from there we can probably mop a lot of that up as well. Mop a lot of this up, and then maybe start mopping that a little bit. There's no point to mopping this because this is going to increase in size. So I could probably put a little bit of a wall here, and then start opening up this area some more. This here can be... Oh, I can move this down farther too, so my duplicates don't have to go as far to get gold. And then I can start digging this out and letting the rest of this water fall. So lots of work still to do in terms of digging. Let's see how we're doing with Oh, she's coming back. Oh, nice. So we have space debris here, which is... okay, molten copper. That's interesting. Obsidian, molten iron. Okay, cool, cool. And I would guess solid methane. Okay, that's cool. So we still have a lot to explore, but now we have hydrogen rockets. We have our liquid oxidizer, liquid fuel tank, and yeah, I think we're all good. Does this tell you what the ratio of oxygen and oxidizer has to be? Like, do I need a second oxidizer tank, or is one going to be sufficient? Not sure if it tells you. I suppose I can always experiment. Not that big of a deal. This is annoying. I have to get rid of this. This one, yeah, oxyfern. Good as decayed. I don't know why I keep getting notifications for that. And lack of resources, suppress. Okay, so we cleared all the oh, another one. Algae distiller, suppress. Okay, we cleared all the notifications. Those are annoying. Let's keep going with this. I want an artifact module here, so I can get my artifacts. One is more than enough unless you want to cruise around the world. Thank you, William. Appreciate it. I was going to try with one and see how far we get, but I figured I'd ask because it seems like a rather small amount. Artifact module. I suppose this would be cool too, so I don't have to take the telescope, but I'll take the telescope anyways. And then I guess the drilling is the last one. The drill cone. Oh, the cargo bay, and then the drill cone. Space above rocket is blocked. That must be this, yeah. Okay, we can also start piping our... Oh, I hope we have enough ceramic for this. This one we should have enough ceramic for. That's another thing that I've been neglecting to make. I mean, I definitely have to use ceramic in here, I believe. Okay, let's go ahead and wait for it to load. Be right back. No worries, William. Take your time. See what happens if I just go like this. It'll be an interesting time. Now would be a good time to have isosap, so I could use insulation. I'm just a little bit worried about the rocket exhaust heating up the liquid oxygen in here. By the way, where is... Okay, 0.2 cycles. Maybe my duplicants should not be in here at this point. It would suck if they died. Hey, CS Ushi. Oh, okay, that's a... Try my best here. Suhi? Suhi, is that how you say it? Thank you so much for coming to the stream. Chew, okay, Chew, I can do that. Chewy. How are you doing tonight, Chewy? Thank you so much for joining me on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, we have... all right, so here's our rocket. We just came back. Almost out of petroleum. Thank you so much for joining me on Twitch. I just noticed, looked over, we have 6 on Twitch tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. If you're a lurker, thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate it. Lurkers are much appreciated and welcome. If you would like to say hi, feel free to do so. And go ahead and ask questions. Let me know what you think of the builds. Whatever you would like to say. We got 20 on YouTube tonight, so I don't usually stream on the weekday, so I think that's pretty good for YouTube for streaming on short notice. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And again, if you're a lurker on YouTube, really appreciate you lurking. Thank you so much. And feel free to say hi if you have anything to say, or if you don't, just say hi. No worries. Okay, so meanwhile, while we get this rocket set up, we have the cargo module here. I am from Hungary, not so good at English. I am subscribed on YouTube. Scene Come tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me from Hungary. What time is it in Hungary? It must be early in the morning. Thank you for joining me in your morning, Chewy. Really appreciate that. 2 a.m. Whoa, holy smokes, 2:36 a.m. Thank you for joining me at just after midnight then. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, we got the artifact here. We got a coffee mug. That's pretty cool. Oh. We just kind of dropped it in the hot exhaust. How do you pick this up? For some reason I can't pick it up. But okay, you know what? I can just put it on a pedestal. It's not that big of a deal. I want to make a space museum because Kevin has asked me to do it before, and we have some artifacts now to put in. I mean, these are not all space artifacts, but we do have certainly some stuff that we could put in a museum, and that'd be kind of cool. Especially considering we have all this space. The History Museum and Space Museum Art Museum. Yeah, we have all this space now that we can use. We don't even really need... Oh, we just had that glitch again where everything got super slow. That must be something to do with the save. I don't know. It works when the game's unpaused. I guess we can also get rid of the laboratory. Like, we don't need the supercomputer anymore for anything. We don't need the material data or the virtual planetarium. So maybe we'll make this into a museum. I don't know yet. Probably decide that. I don't even use the geotuner because I don't really like how it increases the temperature thing. So you can relook. I was trying to pick it up, Kevin, but it wasn't. I gave up after about 2 seconds. So I figured I'd just build a pedestal and try to get it on here. Oh, we have a strange brick as well. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know I had that. Oh, is that it? That's that one. Okay, so it looked like it was a chocolate bar from when it was zoomed out. That's a weird glitch that keeps happening. I don't know why that is. Okay, well, since we still have the petroleum rocket, let's go ahead and send this on a second mission. We could certainly retrieve some artifacts now. Let's see, do I want to get the aluminum, shale, amber, iridium, nickel? I guess iridium would be kind of interesting to get. Not that I really need it at the moment. Cinnabar, mercury. I don't think I can get that far. And I think I'm just a little bit out of... Oh, yeah, it's 20 and 22, so it's not going to make it. I could go ahead and start discovering some more things here. Like, I don't really need any of the stuff that's nearby. I would like to discover that triple cluster, though. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go through here. Crew. We have... Okay, we'll just wait for the oxygen. Wait for the oxygen to fill, and then we'll send another mission. In the meantime, we'll keep getting the... I just make an artifact cleaning station and set as priority. Duplicates will pick it up and clean off the neutronomium. Is that what that is? Oh, that is neutronomium. I didn't even realize that was neutronomium on there. I thought it was just... like, I don't know what I thought. Like chocolate. It looks like a chocolate bar. Oh, I can build this one too. I don't think I need to build this down too far. It's... I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's continue building this. How much more ceramic do I have? I probably want to prioritize this. Like, this is going to be oxidizer, so that's coming from here. I need to go up, and then this one goes up from here. I probably want to route that down at some point. Try to figure out a more efficient way to route that. But in the meantime, maybe just bring this in together and then go over something like that. Yeah, I'm just really worried about the use of ceramic in this area. I think it should be fine for a couple launches at least. Plus, I can always shut off the hydrogen. I mean, worst case, just shut it off for the time being. And then hopefully the rest of it I can do by igneous rock. I mean, I'm going through space, so... Well, not here. This is not really space. But we'll see. We'll see how well that works out. Oh, what's this? This is also ceramic, so I could bring this one around through space. Like so. Just disconnect it for now. I don't want it to start pumping before I know what I'm dealing with. Might as well just do that. And then everything should be reachable. Probably go like this. And then maybe go through this. Yeah, go through here. So this I can get rid of entirely. This will go straight up through here. I could just deconstruct that. And then this, I will go this way. So we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, I will save before I start sending anything through here, because I want to be sure that I don't end up making a huge, colossal mess of the... This will be like a trial and error thing, basically. Just don't want to make a huge mess of wasted liquid oxygen and hydrogen. It's so precious and takes long to make, and I'm not confident that this will work long term. So that's kind of my rationale there. This can be deleted too. This is an old setup that I had for something else that didn't end up working the way I intended. And now that this is vacuum, I almost forgot all about it. I have to deconstruct this. And we've nearly gotten rid of all this water. So I think we can go ahead, open this up. And just start letting this water flow, basically. A little bit of oil in there, but that's okay. I have a way to deal with that. And I guess it makes sense to go all the way up here, just to start getting rid of all the everything that we already have. I can go in here and see what's in that, explore a little bit of this area. Just keep mining this out. Do something like that for now. Keep mining out this. All right, that should be okay for now. And this one too, I mean, this one I already have a pump here. So all I really have to do is sort of get it going. And my only problem is I have salt water here. So salt water, I'm gonna have to drip all the way down to here. Preferably here somewhere. I'll deal with that later. I don't want to deal with it right now. Slickster. No, I'll take the food. I have enough slicksters to deal with for now. How's the ceramic production going here? Okay, we have a little bit of clay. I mean, clay production could be a lot better. Do we have a anywhere we can get clay. That's actually something that I do need. This is slime. Polluted I don't think so. I don't think we have anything nearby where we can get clay. Other than going on another asteroid. I guess I could send somebody over to our second planet. Clay would be under... Is it organic? Or no, it would be... I don't know what it would be under. What is clay considered? Sure, there's got to be clay here that I can dig out. Wouldn't be a mineral. It wouldn't be filtration. That's like regolith and sand. Oxalite. Organic. I almost feel like it should be under... See, slime, algae, cultivated soil, dirt, fertilizer, phosphorite. There it is. Okay. So, not a lot of clay. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's better than nothing. I could send someone here and just... I'm almost there anyway. Let's do that. Send someone here and just go to town on getting this clay out of here. How much clay is there? Okay. Hopefully they don't get themselves stuck because I have no one to rescue them with. Let's send Dig and Donnie, cultivatable. Dig and Donnie is our usual suspect for setting to the second asteroid. And we have some duplicants idle here, so let me just get them set up. Oh, they can do this. I don't know why they're not doing that. He should be on his way soon. Is he on break? Oh, he's on break. Okay. So it's going to take a while to get there. No worries. At least he takes his break first, and then we can start going from there after. Duplicant warp ready. So there should be plenty to do here for him. I'm going to take off Acorn. I am sending Acorns over, but I don't need them right now. I'd rather have him start digging this out and getting the clay. Whatever clay he can find. Actually, this will be a really good place to set up some deodorizers, maybe with some automation, so I don't have to keep a duplicant here, because it would be... I mean, I have way more than enough polluted oxygen, and that's all that's being produced here anyway. Clay... Hey, Cafuso. Am I saying that right? Thank you for coming to the stream tonight. Cafuso says, what do you think of the new update? So from what I've read, I'm really excited for the new update. Mostly because, well, it's free, which is always great. And I think developers always release excellent free updates. But the pathing update that they've talked about is really exciting, because one of the things that's kind of annoying about getting so far into the game is that the game takes so long to load and to process, save, and all that stuff. So I'm really hoping that the pathing that they work on with jetpacks is sort of going to affect everything else in the game that has a large amount of pathing issues. Like, for example, the puffs. If you look at these guys, like, these guys just have insane amount of pathing. I don't know how much that contributes to your game being like slow and laggy, but I really hope that it kind of affects it. As far as the content of the updates, I'm excited for the flocks. I forgot what it's called, but the flocks that can produce glass. That's kind of cool, because glass is always kind of a pain to produce. It comes out so hot. So it'll be like glossy Dreco production, where you get relatively low temperature plastic from them instead of using the polymer press. Everything else I just glossed over, so I'm not... There's like other parts of it probably that I would love to that I'm going to love when it comes out. But in general, I'm just excited for those. And yeah, free is always good. And I haven't been playing the beta yet because I want to finish this playthrough on the old Asteroid. And I heard that a lot of techniques that we're used to using are no longer viable with the new update. So I don't know. We'll see how all that turns out. But you know, any sort of change in playstyle is always kind of interesting because that's what makes the game so fun, is when you get to learn something new, change things up. So it kind of almost feels like a new game, but it still retains its what we love about it. So that is my thoughts on the new update. I don't know too much about it. I don't even know about it that I would make a video on it yet, without just repeating what the update literally is. So, but yeah, that's in general what I think of it. I think any new update that is free is excellent. And even if it wasn't free, I'd probably pay for it because I love supporting small developers that put out amazing content. So usually I keep digging Donnie here until he gets about 50% stress, and then I send them back. Hopefully I don't forget. Kevin says, I'm sorry I'm delayed because YouTube sucks and it's freezing often. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Kevin, did the stream notification work correctly today? Like, oh, you didn't, you were late coming in. That's right. So sorry. I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but I know you like it when the streams are scheduled. So and it didn't work the one day. So I was hoping that it worked again today. While we're waiting for all that stuff to occur, let's make sure we can send. Yeah, we can send another space mission. We got polluted dirt, mud. So yeah, I think the best course is just to keep discovering what these things are. This is probably another cluster of debris fields, which is fine. We'll go with that. We'll go crew and over here. Perfect. Well, with the new update, we are going to have paid skins, so that's the way to keep supporting. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, well, I kind of saw that coming because of the whole blueprints is kind of set up in that sense. I will definitely, depending on the price, buy... Oh, no, I forgot to do this. I will definitely, depending on the price, buy paid skins. And mainly because... again, I love the developers. I think they do an excellent job, and depends on how good quality the skins are, though. So something that I've always wanted something new of is the ladders. I hope we get like different types of ladders that I would 100% buy a different type of ladder. I'm tired of looking at this ladder in particular. Come on, guys, can we please deconstruct this so we can send the rocket? Look, you can do all three. You don't have to leave. Just do all three. I hope that they fix that. Like, dude, just do it. It's right there. No, okay, thank you. What is blocking it this time? Oh, all right. All right, my bad, my bad. Yeah, totally fine with skins. I want the 3 currently unattainable beds. Yeah, beds are another good one that I would love to... why would you go down there? That's sort of stuff they can definitely fix, I feel. Okay, please do not get hit by the rocket exhaust. That would be very unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I always love to do this. Just save in case I mess something up. I hope they fixed the... I know there's a mod to do this, but I would love it if it just saved quicker. It takes so long to save when you're this far into the game. Yeah, here's what I want with the paid skins. I want new ladders. Please give me new ladders. I want new... I mean, okay, I don't know how much you can do the liquid pipes, but I kind of wish that they were more like... They had more variation, like depending on what metal you use for tiles. Tiles, rather. I would love that. Ladders for sure. I think basically things that we have too many of, like I want a new mess table. You know, we have too many of these that we need for our base, and you only have one variation of that skin. So obviously I would love that. What else? I mean, the colors are cool for the lavatory and the sink, but I would like different variations of that as well. That'd be interesting. The beds, I kind of like the variety, but yeah, I would like some more beds. You definitely need a lot of beds in your playthrough, so... Oh, forgot about Diggin' Donnie. Holy smokes. Okay, 23%. He's good. He's got lots of oxygen to breathe here, so that's not as big of a concern to me as making sure he doesn't get incredibly stressed out. But I want this done, like, now, so I can take some clay back. I mean, this effort might be for... It might be more of wasted time to do this with Donnie than it would be just to make more deodorizers, to be honest. Oh, I need sand too. Like, I'm gonna be running out of sand soon on this side. See how much sand we have. Okay, no, we're good with sand. It was something else that I was thinking of. With the update, we are getting community tables. Allows 3 dupes. Okay, see, I didn't even know that. That's awesome. So there's a lot that I don't know about the update. I just kind of skimmed it over and haven't really had time to do a lot of research for that yet. I've been trying to work on the latest video. I haven't released a video in over a week now. I think maybe closer to 2 weeks. That's mainly because I've just been busy IRL. I don't really need either of these, but I'd rather have almost 8k calories of food than 150 lime. Oh, we got 3 lums now and an egg. Nice. So they're breathing good. As soon as we get all this clay out of here, Diggin' Donnie can go back home. 35% stress. He's doing okay. Banquet table, banquet halls, and used for the space artifacts. Nice. That's why 4 dupe shifts suck now. 1 eating alone. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully rooms expanded author is on top of it. Oh, for sure. I hope so. I hope so. That's another reason why I don't want to be in the beta right now, is because all the mods that I'm using for this playthrough, I don't want to have to go through the process of seeing which ones work and which ones don't. I don't really need to build these, but I think he's already delivered the materials, so may as well let him. He's at 40%. I'm going to send them back. Just get him out of here so I can focus on other things. Only issue is now that I'm going to have this pop up. Oh, that's the power bank pop up. That's something else. Building lacks resources. Yeah, that's fine. That'll fix itself. Okay, drill cone. I'm ready for the drill cone, I think. Drill cone. Oh, maybe I should send the rover as well. That would be... I think I can send the rover to another asteroid and just start mining it out. Kind of seeing what's going on it. I think I certainly have the capacity to do that. Let's see here. Again, I wish that this was alphabetical. I'm sure there's like a method to... Let's just get the drill cone built and then... I think private bathroom would be a cool room add-on. Oh, certainly. Yeah, because you already have private rooms, so if you had private bathrooms, that would be something pretty cool. I'm surprised they don't do that with rooms expanded. Can you explain how a bit how priorities and proximities work? So that's a great question. I don't think proximities does what it's meant to do, because I mean, you just saw I had a deconstruct errand here for 3 different ladders, and it took 3 different duplicates to come and deconstruct the ladders when they were all queued up at the exact same time. So I don't think proximities works how it should, but certainly I can go over how priorities work and how I like to have them work. So the way I don't know if this is what you were asking me specifically, but here's how I use priorities. I like to have specific duplicates that are specialized in certain areas. So, for example, I'll have Early on in my colony, I'll have one person only that is a researcher. So I'll put everybody that's new to my colony and everyone existing to have disallowed researching. So I only have the person researching who is the most skillful at it, because then they'll level up a lot quicker instead of spending the research time among other duplicants that don't have any interest in that skill. And because they already have interest in research, they will be faster at it right away. So I don't want someone who's slow doing research when I have someone who's fast. After the colony grows and I have multiple shifts, I'll usually put a second or third researcher, so there's always somebody who can research when the other duplicants are sleeping. And I use the same mentality for cooking. So I usually only have one cook, then I have two, and then three once I have multiple shifts. Farming and ranching, to an extent. I mean, usually I like to have more than one farmer and rancher pretty early on because food is very important. So I'll do the same for that. And pretty much everything else, I just sort of leave as is, or I'll give them a boost depending on if they have interest in that skill or not. So the reason why I don't really do that as much anymore, I'm just so far into the game that basically everybody knows how to dig, like except for like a Rancher Ellie. Like Rancher Ellie's mostly just a rancher and a decorator and, you know, tidier or whatever. So I don't want all my duplicants to have access to doing everything, because that can also stress them out. If they have too much work and they're not spending enough time around their high decor areas or in their washroom or whatever. So like, it doesn't make sense for my Rancher Ellie to be digging something way down here unless she has nothing to ranch, for example. So I try. That's why, for example, I have them. I have some of them like Sanyar and Gizmo. I have them negative to not prioritize digging as much, because I'd rather have them operating. Also, I'm not really digging a whole lot anymore at this point of the Asteroid, or this point of the playthrough. So yeah, I like to have certain duplicants that are specialized, so I'm not diluting that that skill among all my duplicants, like research, for example, and cooking, certainly cooking. And as far as priorities go, and Rancher for sure as well. Like Rancher, you know, I want one or two duplicants doing that. Unless you have a massive colony, then you probably want more Ranchers on multiple different shifts. And yeah, that's kind of how I look at all that stuff. So I hope that answered your question. Again, I don't think that priorities work the way they should, because like I just had the deconstruct errand. You can go back and check it out, where I queued up 3 ladder deconstructs in a row and I had 3 different duplicants come do it. Like if I do this, now watch, one duplicant will come do it. But for instance, I have this one. Like we have Meep, Max, and Ashkin. Like, why do I have 3 different duplicants? Look, Max, okay, Max did it all that time. So that time it worked. But there's so often when you're playing the game that doesn't happen. And I don't understand why. So there's apparently a mod which can fix that. I think I tried that before, but it crashed or something. So I just kind of gave up pretty quickly on it. But in general, I mean, I think it shouldn't be left up to the modding community to fix stuff like that. I know I praise the developers a lot, but I think when it comes to the AI stuff, they should have that sort of figured out. I don't know if I can get to that. I think I might have to rerun this piping, because it's right down the middle of the rocket. I might have to deconstruct. I mean, I don't think it's very smart to run this through the rocket exhaust anyways. This might be just setting myself up for disaster. But we'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I can get to that. And like some of the things another thing that bothers me is sometimes you'll have a duplicant supply this and they're fully capable of building it, like Catalina did there, but then somebody else will come and build it. Or like you set a high priority to deconstruct something, and then it'll pick a duplicant that's literally on the other side of the asteroid when there's already duplicants nearby that could easily do it. So it's just stuff like that you know, it's kind of annoying. But again, it's not that big of a deal. Once you sort of get used to all that stuff, it's pretty easy to deal with. But yeah, hopefully that was adequate enough with regards to answering your question. If not, please ask me exactly what it is you would like to know my opinion on, and I will do my best to provide an adequate answer. In the meantime, we're gonna keep digging here. They might get to see again. I have this queued up for them to dig. Another thing that kind of annoys me with the AI is they'll probably end up jumping on here and getting themselves stuck. If it doesn't happen, I will be extremely shocked, but it seems to happen way more often than it should. So that's another thing we'll keep an eye out for. I can almost guarantee it's gonna happen. They'll get stuck somewhere here, that's for sure. What else was I working on? So I was doing this. We're doing fine here, pumping that. I can deconstruct this, and I can fix this area here. Actually, I should just make this come straight down, make it a little bit neater at this point because all the water is now gone. So let's actually get the deconstruct tool, go to buildings, and just take care of all this. Strip the spacefarer module up and build down the pipe. It acts as a bridge. You are right, William. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, and they still can't get to it anyway, so yeah. Thank you, William. It's always the smallest things that elude me. I love it. I love this game. How long have we been going for? 2 hours? It's not bad. Not bad. 2 hours. Thank you to everyone who's in the stream lurking or chatting with me. Really appreciate it. If anyone else is lurking and would like to, or if anyone who's not lurking and would like to say hi or has something they want to ask, feel free to do so. If you just joined the stream recently, we're just doing some space missions, trying to discover more of these clusters that we have all over the map, and we're building the hydrogen rocket. I didn't anticipate getting a hydrogen mission done tonight, but I don't know, maybe we'll start filling it. I mean, I might end the stream in the next hour here or so. It's going for 2 hours already, so you know, I just end up procrastinating a lot and everything takes forever in that regard. But yeah, we're so close now, so close to the end. Just gotta send some more missions. Maybe we'll even start another rocket platform. Elusive Ocelot, thank you for the engagement, for the little icon there. I really like that icon. A diamond press. Diamond press. I have this. So I don't think I need the diamond press. I have this thing. So worst case scenario. Oh wait, this is not a diamond press. This is okay, it creates fossil out of diamond. I thought, for some reason, diamond got created out of that. So I don't know if I will. I don't think I need it right now, at least. I have 66 tons still. You still need the ladders to build the other side of the pipes. I need to build here. So I'm gonna wait for this module to come back, because I don't want to build ladders in the way at the moment. Everything else should be done. So we're basically ready to go. Just gonna disconnect this so I don't start pumping it prematurely. But everything else is... So we have the oxidizer here. Okay, and then we have the fuel here. Okay, so I think we're good. Just gotta build this one, so we'll send this up one more. Finish those things. For drill cones, yeah, I have a lot right now. I may be able to finish the game without mining out everything. I forgot I had a duplicate here, oxalite, I guess. Like the things that I'm keeping an eye on right now are bleach stone, because I'm using, like, it's a very trivial amount, but I'm using that for my hand sanitizer. I need to keep an eye out on obviously the diamond, and what else? Well, algae. It's basically just for clay production. Did I just saw you use an IR on some insulated piping? Yeah, I did use some IR. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I tried to use IR only in the space area, which I think should be fine. Hopefully. I know this is pretty hot. It's 16 degrees. So I don't have enough ceramic. So if I don't finish, I'm gonna try to convert as much into ceramic as possible. Like this is all ceramic. Let's see here. This is igneous rock. I should probably convert that. Yeah, see, I'm out of ceramic already. So I'm going to try to use as much ceramic as possible, and we'll see how it works. That's why I said we may not get to filling it today, because I'm still waiting on it. I should be building some more deodorizers here. Elusive Ocelot says, "You're welcome. I watch and chat here to help with engagement, that and the content. Thank you so much. Talk to you. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Elusive Ocelot. It helps me out a ton that you watch on Twitch. Tonight has been a pretty good viewer night on Twitch. A lot of lurkers. I've had 5 lurkers now or at least 5 viewers for quite a while, so I've been very happy about that. Thank you guys so much for lurking. Just gotta keep making some more clay here for the ceramic. I mean, in hindsight, I should have started working on this a lot earlier, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Luckily, it's pretty easy to make. It just takes a while. So this is another reason I want to just sort of run this off stream. If you're sending hydrogen, it will need all ceramic, else the pipe will burst when the distance is long. Well, I might have to try it without the ceramic because I don't think I'm going to be able to get enough, and I want to try to fill it before the stream is over. So worst case scenario, what I'll do is I'll send maybe packets of it, so it doesn't get stuck inside the pipe and just sit there and get heat, consume heat. Let's say from areas where it's not in vacuum. I know even here I should be using ceramic, but I may not get to that. But again, we'll see if I do have the ceramic, I will change it over. And we got the oily asteroid here. Hydrogen gas. Okay, that's not bad. I don't really need hydrogen gas, but it's pretty cool. It's the first time I've seen that. And then yeah, the regular frozen core or the frozen ore. So nothing too exciting here. Nothing too exciting. She should be back in 2.5 cycles. And then this is almost done. So okay, that's okay. I gotta move this up one more time so I can finish the piping over there. And yeah, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's all ceramic in here. It's a little bit of igneous rock here, which I'm not too happy about because it's right in the rocket exhaust. It's igneous rock outside the rocket chamber. Oh, it's an igneous rock liquid bridge, and it's igneous rock in here. So yeah, we need a lot of ceramic, a lot. But yeah, I have been prioritizing a little bit of ceramic in here still. Just gotta keep making the ceramic, that's all. Just gotta keep going. Nice. New planetoid. Mumimi. Let's see which one. Is it this one? Oh, it's right here. Mumimi. This is a small world with a unique life forms. Oh, cool. That's the gassy what's it called? There's an achievement for that, I think. Mu asteroids are the natural breeding ground of... Oh, the gassy mu. Yeah, okay. If I had just kept reading. Due to their abundance of air, gas, grass, and methane. That weird farting cow asteroid. Yes, I really want to get there. So we'll do that one. Mu Mimi oversee. I can't oversee it yet. Yeah, I want to get there because I know there's an achievement for that I'm missing. So that'll be fun. Yeah, so we got quite a bit of... I wish there was more ways you could produce clay. I guess I have the mammoth patties. I do have mammoths, so maybe I gotta start ranching these guys. You know what? Or maybe we just go ahead and get the iso sap. Where is the iso sap? Maybe we just go straight for insulation. It's not on that one. Is it on that one? No. Evidence of organic slime. It's the tree. I need the tree. Maybe I haven't discovered it yet. This one? Oh, this is not bad. Nobium volcano. That'd be an interesting one to go on. I don't think I've discovered it yet. Just gonna look up real quick. I mean, what's that tree called? Iso sap. Transitions from iso sap. I wonder if it tells you here. The sticky goo harvested from the grumpy tree. Is that on the farting cow asteroid as well? It's the slime looking planet. Is it this one? Okay, oh yeah, it is this one. Yeah. Thanks, Kevin. For some reason from the description I thought it was the Mu asteroid. So okay, we'll send a robot there right away then and start taking that out. Because instead of trying to rush ceramic at this point, might as well just start harvesting the tree. And set up a base there. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. I know I need to get in there. I don't even have ceramic for that. Oh my goodness. But the rest of the circuit is full. So as soon as this rocket lands and I can complete these pipes, I'm gonna try to fill it, and we'll see what happens. Like William said, I definitely believe that this is going to be a problem, but perhaps we can get at least one mission off, which would be cool. Now here's what I'm going to do. We're going to create a new blueprint and just take everything here. Best rocket design. And then we're going to plant it in the old defensive Venus. I guess we got to deconstruct this first. And then just kind of get everything built here. So we can expedite maybe one hydrogen rocket mission before the end of the stream. Maybe. Let's see what we can do. Just so you know, you don't need 2 ceramic pipeline to deliver O2. Oh, okay, so gotcha. Here we go. Best rocket design. There we go. Love it. I love it. So I see, William. So I could just share and then split and just sort it. That's actually a really good idea. How about genius. So easy enough to set up. But I already have it set up. So I really want to try, see what happens. Well, I'm gonna say before I build something catastrophic, but since it's already basically done, I'm gonna try it this way, and then if it fails, then we can at least say we tried. They're back in less than a cycle. Oh, and I was gonna continue the space museum while I was working. Time to build a museum. This needs to be minimum 32 tiles and 120 max. So I'm not going to reconfigure the base. I kind of like how it looks. I might, I mean, let's do this. Let's take out some buildings here and let's start cooling this area down. Will the unsuitable liquid just pass through the other port of the rocket? I sure hope so. I mean, I hope it doesn't land there at all. Oh, you mean if it's sharing? Well, I was thinking about doing a sorting it. But that's a very good idea, actually. But since I already have the piping finished, I'll just try it this way, and then if it doesn't work, I'll rebuild it by next stream. And then we'll just do it William's way. I do like that idea. It's much less ceramic, much less cost. So that might be the way to do it. Yeah, I'll take the hatch. Put these guys over here. Just kind of gotta do it, man. This guy should be in here. But I don't think he can be put in there because this door is always closed when there's a critter inside. Okay, let's go ahead and deconstruct. Have I sent the guy here yet? No, okay, yeah, I already have. Got 90 seconds. Pretty sure I should be able to get someone in here if I just give them a little bit of space. But anyways, I should, instead of doing that, just give them a whole dig errand to get in here. Oh, the space museum, right. What's the temperature looking like here? So I probably, I want to make the space museum look pretty cool. So I don't want to put it in a tiny area like this, 3 high. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit longer and just take some time to myself to plan out where I want it exactly, because I don't just want to plop it in somewhere just for the sake of having it. But now that I have some artifacts, I kind of do want to start putting them up somewhere. Anyways, we'll think about that. It's not super critical. Lots of other things I can work on in the meantime, like relocating this. This I'm just going to come straight down. I think it looks a lot better. Deconstruct these ladders. This is finished. This, I suppose, I can mop up. I don't anticipate there being any more problems here. Got some more clay production. I mean, I suppose at this point... no, I'm not going to do that. Let the oxygen keep flowing. I can probably off-stream what I'm going to do if I have time is just kind of tidy up these ladders that are everywhere, like these random rogue ladders. I think that'll look a lot better. It's not really super critical, but I like to do that when I have some time. And I also start sweeping all this up. So much garbage around now. that we've dug out a lot of this asteroid. Just one small problem you miss. Once the cold hydrogen fills the tank, what's your plan for the extra? So yeah, I sort of alluded to that a little bit. What I want to do is only send certain amounts. So I'm going to sort of pause it when I think enough packets have passed. So it doesn't just sit in the pipes, because then it will for sure heat up enough that it's going to burst the pipes. So that's kind of my plan. It should be fairly easy. All I have to do is count how much storage, 900 kilograms, and then that's basically like 90 packets or so, I think, right? It should be fairly easy to eyeball it, but we're gonna see if like 1 or 2 packets works first. I'm not gonna send a whole bunch and then potentially break the entire system and waste all that. Good luck counting. Well, we're about to try it right now. So the rocket has relanded and we're pretty close to it. Let's just go ahead and ground this. Oh, by the way, let's see how this is doing. We still got some work to do here. I don't think they probably can't get to it. Well, they should be able to. Anyways, let's rebuild the, move this guy up a little bit so we can get to these. There's a tool that will limit the volume through the pipe. Yeah, there is. But this might not even work to begin with. So I'm not going to build a tool because it just might not work at all. And in that case, it's a moot point trying to build the tool. Wacko says, an idea that works for me, talking about rocketry, it's that I put the rocket platforms high on space so that the heat doesn't affect my base or the minerals around. That's a great idea, Wacko. But the reason I had I suppose I could move these a little bit over. Obviously, it doesn't have meteorites. Yeah, cold hell. I mean, recycle the heat to. It's not really. Oh, you don't even build bunker? Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, recycling the heat is very minimal, anyways. I kind of just like the look of the cold ball. Where's my thing now? This is almost done. Do I not have ceramic to do this? Is that why it's taking forever? I don't have ceramic. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change this to igneous. Change it to igneous. We're just gonna get it done. See if it works. Because wow, really messed that up. Because I will be. What just happened there? All right, we'll just do that. We're to pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm gonna just try igneous because I want to see if it's going to work, if the hydrogen can even make it this far, and then we're probably going to end the stream there. So I don't know why. Anyways, we'll see how far the hydrogen makes it and the oxygen, and we won't get to launch a rocket today anyways. It's almost time for me to go. So this will just be an interesting experiment to see if it even makes it this far, because I don't know if it will. I'm using a lot of igneous rock in areas where I should not be. So gotta be willing to try something that might not work. Prove the concept. So anyways, really quickly, just get these done. Boom, boom. And then we'll see. And a new video coming out. I'm going to name this pipeline the Nord Stream. Oh boy. Nord Stream 2. So what I was saying is I had a new video coming out. If you joined the stream sometime after the intro, I was talking about it, where it's all about getting to space. So I go over this in the video as well, but only 5% of players on Steam have ever gotten or built a bunker door to block a meteor, and only about 5% have ever launched a rocket. So the new video is going to be discussing how to get to space and to try to make getting to space for new players less intimidating. Now, I realize that like my videos have always catered to more the beginner crowd, and Oxygen not included. I always explore concepts that are very beginner friendly. So a lot of you may already are way past that point, and that's okay. But if you do feel like watching something in your spare time, it's about 20 minutes long. Basically, I do the exact same design that I showed here, which obviously does work. It's maybe not the most efficient setup, but it certainly is easy to build. Like, this is relatively simple design. Just it's a little bit different than this, but I go over the exact same concepts that I use to get space in this game, and hopefully we can get some more players finishing the game, because only 5 players have ever launched a only 5% of players have ever launched a rocket, and only 5% have ever built bunker doors to block a meteor shower. So those are some numbers that I hope to help the community improve on. That's kind of the goal for the video. And obviously, I've been focused on space for the last month of this playthrough. So I think that it's sort of fresh in my mind. I think this is the best time to talk about space stuff. I'm in the 95%. Well, there you go. We should hopefully, hopefully we can get some more people launching into space. So I hope that I can help you out a little bit. Okay, I think the piping is done. Oh, one more. We're waiting for one more. Unreachable. Yeah, so Chewy, it's actually it looks intimidating, but from what I've read on Reddit, that seems to be the general consensus. Is space is really difficult for people because it's kind of like a whole new game that you have to learn in a sense. But for most players, it just takes a lot of time to get there. Not so much the intimidation of it. So regardless of whichever boat you're in, I hope that the video is able to help you and help you get to space and just show you how easily you can get there and start messing around and building stuff. So I go through step by step. Well, not exactly step by step, but like, let's say, build by build of what you should focus on to start your space infrastructure. And we don't talk about rockets because I don't feel comfortable talking about rockets when I haven't like fully understood them myself. So this whole playthrough where I'm trying igneous piping and all this stuff here, it's not just for seeing if it works for stream or not, but it's also to see, can a new player actually do this? Because having a lot of ceramic is one of the bottlenecks that you face when you're trying to build space infrastructure. So is it worth it to make everything out of ceramic? Or can you get away with igneous rock for a little bit before you have to switch to ceramic? Those are the questions that I want answers to. And I'm sure many studies have been done. A lot of people have tried, but I need to do it for myself just so I can sort of have that knowledge and be able to pass it on. So here, with that being said, here we go. We're going to try that. I'm going to save because I anticipated that it will fail. What we're going to try to do is send the hydrogen and oxygen through the pipes, and we're using igneous rock in very bad areas. So if you guys, and this is like stress testing the game in a way, seeing what works and what doesn't in sort of a sense. Let's go ahead and connect everything here. We've already done a save. These guys just need power. That's easy. Oh, we don't even have power. Well, that has power. So let's see if we have a failure on the hydrogen. So the hydrogen has made it maybe 20, 30 tiles already, and we've lost about well, maybe a half a degree. We lost maybe a half a degree in the ceramic, so we're gonna keep following this. Now we lost quite a bit here. We're losing. We're definitely losing. On my mark, get set. Okay, here we go. It's in the there it is. There it is. So that it started to break a little bit. It's starting to break a little bit. It's being repaired though. It didn't boom. Why? Okay, who is? How did you guys get stuck in here? Probably because of this. Just, you know what? Just delete this. Get rid of this, and then you guys can get out. Okay, so it started to break a little bit, but it seemed like the pipe chilled quick enough that. Of course, they don't have atmosphere. It's okay. It's okay because I've saved. So the igneous rock is holding up much better than I think we anticipated. It's holding up here quite well, and this is the hottest area of the entire run, where it's actually overlapping with very hot exhaust fumes. Oh my god, please just get out of here. Why are you guys sitting in here? Get out. Like, shouldn't your first instinct be to get out of the dangerous areas? Why are you going back in? Like, so it does appear indeed that you can use igneous rock for your piping, at least for your initial setup. It might not last forever because you can see that the temperature does get very warm. It goes from minus 52 degrees when it's leaving, minus 53, and then it ends up at around minus 50.5. So, oh, and there we go, it's full. So we were able to fill one rocket. Now, this is where we're going to have problems because now it's just sitting in the pipe. So it's definitely going to get hot. So let's go to liquid hydrogen. The transition period, it turns into a gas at negative 252.2. So the way the game mechanics work, it's not exactly that. You get a little bit of a grace, but especially inside the pipes. But this is definitely going to start breaking eventually. Like you can see this getting warmer pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. And there it goes. So we did fill one rocket and then it just starts to shatter after that. Especially when the hydrogen stops moving, because then it has time to really heat up. So there we go. There's our experiment. You can indeed use igneous rock deliver, but it will break if the hydrogen sits in it for too long. Now, liquid oxygen, I assume, would work a little bit better because it's not nearly as cold, and there's you have way more tolerance for it. You don't have to, like this is leaving at minus 208, and I believe it's minus 190 that it can go to. So liquid oxygen, minus 183. So yeah, I think for sure the oxygen will be fine in the areas where there's igneous rock, but obviously we're going to have issues if the oxygen is just sitting in there for extended periods of time. Oh, for sure, Kevin. For sure. So yeah, Uther says, yeah, put a valve to limit the amount of flow. Absolutely, that would be what I would have to do if I was reliant on the igneous rock for extended periods of time. But again, so this is just a good demonstration for me, at least. Now I have some sort of, like, this is what happens if you let it sit. It seems like you can get it to fill one entire rocket before this happens, but you get dangerously close to a changing state inside the pipe as it's traveling there. So that's kind of was one of the big things I wanted to test, because I can use that in a new video to say, if you don't have ceramic at the time of your hydrogen rocket, you can be very careful with the igneous. So that was going to be the stream for today. We made it 2 hours, 40 minutes. To everyone that was here today, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to continue. Well, there's a lot of things I have to continue, but one of them will be finishing the board behind me. The panels, the wall panels. Hopefully that's done tomorrow. If not, I think I will definitely stream tomorrow. Maybe the same time. Again, I'll make a notification in my Discord and also on the YouTube. Pink, yeah, we'll just let it run. How about that? We'll just see what happens. So romantic. So yeah, it's just gonna keep breaking because it's just sitting in the pipe. That was very informative. Thank you. No worries, Chewy. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight, and I hope to see you again. Hopefully, I can stream at a more reasonable time for you, so you can you don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch me. But I really appreciate you doing so. Maybe a vid on how to cut the panel. Yeah, sure. There's gonna be a lot. I have a lot of video ideas, just basically not enough time. I would love to do this full time, but of course, IRL work kind of gets in the way. So it's I do the best that I can with the amount of time that I have. When I do proper implementation, I plant a meter loop into a reservoir and a vacuum. That's a good idea. So yeah, so the vacuum, obviously it never gains any temperature in there. So that's pretty good idea. Something that I'll have to play around with. I mean, I certainly don't want the hydrogen sitting in the pipe in the ceramic anyways, because I think this was part of my, I did a video before comparing liquids inside different pipes, and even inside the ceramic, there's still quite a bit of heat loss or heat gain, depending on what the function of it is. It's really, insulation is really the only thing that is 100% going to prevent you from having a state change inside. I don't know if I included that in the video, but I remember being part of the experimentation process. But it might just be easier, instead of trying to get more ceramic for other hydrogen engines, it might just be easier to get to this asteroid and to get some isosap and then make insulation. We'll see. When you have free time, check out the link I sent you about the lava melting. Oh, okay, I will do that. I actually did click the link the other day, William. I just didn't have time to grasp the whole concept. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you sent me. Let me just make sure I have the right link here. Yeah, it was the short that you shared the other day, right? Let me just see if I have the right one that you're talking about. Oh, by the way, again, I'm so sorry that I missed this. XC Mulan has subscribed with Prime 52 minutes ago. So again, it didn't show on my screen because this software that I'm using sucks. So I just want to shout out to XC Mulan for the Prime subscription. If for whatever reason you're still in the chat after I didn't shout you out, I really appreciate your support. I'm very appreciative of that. I really have to get this working again. But my subscription for this software is almost over, so I'm just trying to make use of the last of it. Then I'm switching to something else that hopefully actually works. So that's my goal. It's a lot of little things that I have to do. Okay, yeah. So William says yes. That's the link. So yeah, that's gonna be the stream for tonight, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. And like I said, I think we'll be back tomorrow. If not, I'll be back Thursday for sure. Friday, I'm not streaming this week on Friday, or maybe it's Saturday. I don't know. It's dynamic. I'll have to keep you guys posted. So if you are not in the Discord yet, I'm not very active on there, but I do post updates whenever I can. So the Discord link is on screen right now. You have to click join server, and then you type in that weird code, and you'll get to join my server. And I post updates in there. If you're on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're a lurker and you don't feel like talking, it really helps out the channel if you click the little heart icon beside the chat box there. I don't know who's doing it, so you don't have to worry about identifying yourself if you do that, if you're a lurker. It really helps out a lot. It helps with the engagement of the video, helps let the YouTube algorithm know that people enjoy watching. So if you guys would like to help out in that way, that's very much appreciated. And obviously, thank you for chatting tonight. Chatting very helps with engagement as well. And if you could leave a like on the video or a dislike if you didn't like it, feel free to do either or on the video. Any type of engagement helps the video out and helps grow the community, helps get more people here, and helps basically, keep the community growing. So thank you guys for showing up. As usual, I will say goodnight to everyone in the chat who showed up, and just scroll back as far as I can. Kevin Brown, thank you for stopping by. Thork, William, thank you. Uther, thank you for being here. I think you were here all stream. Thank you so much. Chewy, thank you so much for checking me out on Twitch. Really appreciate you coming by, and hopefully you come by again. And hopefully I stream at a time that's not 3 a.m. for you, so you have a chance of watching it at a different, unless it's the time you're always awake. In that case, that's perfectly fine. I will stream later at some point when it's more morning for you, so that does happen. Let's see who else was here. Elusive Ocelot, as always, on Twitch. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Lone Ball, Kaf Usu on YouTube. Thank you guys for coming by tonight. Really nice to have new members in the community chatting. That is pretty cool. Thank you so much for coming by. Grizz was here. Grizz was here today. Nice to see you, Grizz. Lazy Eyes, thank you for stopping by. Nikolaev was here since the beginning of the stream. See who else. I think we're just about done now. Scrolling back pretty quick. Oh, Dreamland Terry, right at the beginning. Thank you so much, Dreamland Terry, for coming by. And Sean Monahan. They were out tonight, so they couldn't come to the live stream, but they will check out the VOD later. Thank you so much, Sean, for your continued support. I really appreciate you always supporting and always coming by to say hi, even if you're not watching. It helps out the stream a ton. Wacko18, I love having Wacko18 around. Thank you so much, Wacko. Okan was here tonight. Who else? And I think that was it. So if I missed you, I apologize. Again, I really appreciate the new Prime sub from XE Mulan. Sorry that it did not pop up on the chat. I feel awful that it's still not working. And of course, thank you for the new followers on Twitch. Chewy, Tornomo. Those are our 2 or 3 followers tonight on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for following. Really appreciate it. If you're not a follower on Twitch and if you're watching, feel free to hit that follow button. And same on YouTube. If you just found me through the algorithm, feel free to hit that subscribe button and come check out the other live streams. And with that, I will see you guys soon. I will let you know, probably tomorrow or the next day. Take care and good night.